Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Humble Warrior, Andrew McFarlane's my name. I've had a month break with my family over the Christmas and New Year's period, so just been bringing myself back to home base. We've been away for 5 months, so just been doing a lot of work at home and catching up with all my loved ones. So appreciate your patience, and now we'll get into a nice little flow. First flow since I've been back, so let's just play it by ear and see how we go. So just come to a comfortable seated position on your mat, cross-legged, just breathing in and out the nose, just arriving in the space. An index finger together, and just focusing in on the third eye, in between the eyes, just using it as a focus point, just creating some nice stillness just to arrive on your mat this evening. When thoughts come to mind, you drift away, just come straight back to that point in the third eye center. And just focus on how long you can hold that concentration for. Eyes downcast or closed, or open if you wish. Just focusing on a focal point on the ground. Just thinking nothing but focusing here in on the third eye center. Just gently breathing in and out the nose. Last few rounds of breath, just bringing that attention into that third eye center, just letting the world go. Nothing to think about, nothing to do. And gently open the eyes if you had your eyes downcast or closed. And we'll just keep on working on this as we go through my sessions. I love to try and create that stillness in the mind, keeping you more focused on your daily tasks. If you can have that 1 or 2 minutes of nice, just focusing on nothing but one point, and just allowing the brain, just bringing it back into that one point whenever it drifts off. Just exercise that muscle, creating that stillness in our lives. Well done. Let's just come off the mat, off our bolsters, just put it out to one side. Pillow if you're at home. Come to a nice tabletop position. And we'll just drop into a few cat-cows. So inhaling, dropping the belly, shining the chest forward. And exhaling, rounding the back and shoulders. Glance coming through to the navel. Really emphasising that lift up. Just flowing with your own breath. Just warming up the fluid in the spinal column. Getting out any little creaks and cracks from any hard day's work that you guys have done. Just getting a nice motion, just flowing with an Ujjayi breath, oceanic breath. That slight restriction at the back of the throat. Just keeping it clear and focused on your breath during the session. And really focusing on planning down the fingers, so you're spreading that weight on the wrists, looking after our wrists. Then come to a neutral position, knees out wide, feet together behind, drop back to Balasana, sinking those hips onto your heels, and then we'll slowly lower down just to your degree, to wherever you feel comfortable. Nice little stretch on that lower back. Good little hip opener. You might want to rock from left to right, just warming up. Be organic, whatever feels good for you. Feel your body and listen to your own body. You might like to have hands underneath the forehead, or if you can get your forehead down onto the mat, that's great. If not, make fists, just relax here. Beautiful little start to the class. Balasana, child's pose. If ever we're in the class and you get a little bit tired and you just want to have a short break, just come back to Balasana, opening up the hips, really finding some space in that lower back area while you have a break and come back into the session whenever you feel right. Next inhale, we'll come up to tabletop. Inhale, open up that left arm, open up that left chest. Exhale, thread the needle through the gap, head and shoulder down onto the mat. Next inhale, let's open up that left chest. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, come back up, look up between the hand, open up that whole left side of the body. Exhale, thread it through, and we hold here. Holding here for a few breaths. Opening up that left shoulder. Remembering that Ujjayi breath, that oceanic breath. Holding that slight restriction in the back of the throat. One more inhale. Next exhale. Exhale fully. Inhale. Open up. One more. Open up that left side. And exhale back down to a neutral tabletop position. Exhale fully. Inhale, open up that right arm. One side might be a little different to the other. A little bit tight in my right shoulder at the moment. Exhale through. Thread the needle. Inhale, open up. That's what I mean about listening to your body. Just sort of work through it. Better work through that stretch. Opening up, finding some space in that right shoulder. Exhale, thread that needle. Dropping the head and shoulder down onto the mat. Inhale, one to do. Hold it up there. Inhale fully. Exhale, thread it through, dropping down and holding here for a few breaths. One more inhale, and last exhale. Next inhale, fully rising up that right arm, opening up that right chest. Exhale, right hand back down onto the mat. Nice. Inhale, tuck the toes, plant the hands, lift the hips up to the sky to our first downward dog of the day. Really protecting the hands, lifting the fingers, dropping the hands down, sinking the head back in between the arms. Holding the elbows in close, scooching your thumbs away from each other so it tucks your triceps in and under. I like to walk the dog out here, warming up those hamstrings. Nice little stretch and sinking back. So inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, sink down low. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, sink back. Stretch it out. One more inhale, up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, look between the hands and slowly walk the hands back towards the feet. Nice little workout for the shoulder. Bring the feet together a little. Halfway lift as we inhale, hands on the shins. Forward fold as you exhale, hands on the floor. Inhale, hands rising up, tall mountain. All the way up to the top. Clasp the hands at the top. Lift and lengthen. Nestle the head between the arms. Exhale to your left side. Come back up as you inhale and exhale over to your right side. Come back up as you inhale. Look up between the hands. Little backward bend just to your degree. Come back to center and hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rising up tall mountain and open up to cactus arms as you exhale. Come back up to tall mountain and hands to heart center. Nice little massage for the shoulders. Hands rising up tall mountain. Open up to cactus arms. Hands rising up as you inhale and exhale, hands to center, heart center. Hands rising up tall mountain and then forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale, forward fold, plant the hands and slowly walk the hands forward again to your downward facing dog. Open up the feet a little hip distance apart. Slightly turn out the heels. So when you look down at your heels, they're just out of view. That's where we want to be. Slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Come forward to low plank and slowly lower down the form. And then scooch forward and up to mini cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, come up to your left side. Nice little cobra twist. And exhale, drop down. Inhale, keeping the elbows in. Coming up to your right side. And exhale, back down. Inhale, coming up to tabletop. Knees out wide, feet together. Drop back to Balasana, child's pose. Couple of breaths here. One more breath in, and last breath out. Come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift up to downward facing dog. Look between the hands, jump step or front, float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Slight micro bend in the knees if you need to. Remember, listening to your own body. Hands rising up tall mountain. Clasp the hands at the top. Lift and lengthen. Exhale across to your left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to your right side, opening up that whole left side of the body. Come back up as you inhale. Look up between the hands. Lift and lengthen. A nice little backward bend to your degree. Back to center as you inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Hands rising up tall mountain, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale, Forward fold, plant the hands, kick back to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Feel into your downward dog here. Be organic if you wish. Remember, this is your practice, your asanas. Forward to high plank. Hold here. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Forward to high plank again as we inhale. Hold here. And exhale back to downward facing dog. One more. Coming forward to high plank. Holding here. Nice warm up for the shoulders. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Forward to high plank. And slowly lower down the form all the way to the mat. Keeping the elbows in beside the ribs. Inhale to cobra. Exhale. Coming up to tabletop, tucking the toes to downward facing dog. Look between the hands and walk those hands back to the feet. Bring the feet in a little. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. Hands rise up tall mountain. Hands to heart center as we exhale. Nice. Hands rise up tall mountain. Forward fold as we exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale. Nice. Long back from the tailbone through to the crown of the head. Forward fold as we exhale. Walk those hands forward to downward facing dog. Sink back into downward facing dog. Really beneficial pose to the body. Left foot rises up as we inhale, and then stack that left hip on top of the right. Dorsiflexing that left foot back towards the knee to protect our knee. Keeping an even pressure on our hands. Nice little hip opener here. And then exhale, slowly lower that left foot down next to its partner. Sink back to downward facing dog. Left foot rises up as you inhale, and then coming forward to high plank, left knee to left tricep. Kick it back as you inhale, and left knee straight down the middle. Nice little crunch. Kick it back as you inhale, nice and high. Left knee to right tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale, and then left foot between the hands, back foot flat, and coming up to warrior one. Hands rising up, pinky fingers facing in towards each other. And then exhale, right hand forward, left hand back for a nice little squeeze. Hands coming back up to original warrior one. And exhale, hands behind the back and interlace. Holding that front lunge, pushing down, shining that chest forward, opening up those shoulders. Exhale, we'll humble our warrior. Left shoulder down by our left knee, lifting up those arms as high as possible. If you tighten the shoulders, you won't be able to go very high. It should be tight. So just work on just feeling that stretch. Inhale, come back up to warrior one. And then exhale, hands to the mat, kick back, downward facing dog, coming forward to high plank, slowly lowering down the form, all the way to the mat, lifting up on an inhale to cobra, exhale back to our downward facing dog. Walk our hands back towards our feet, halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Hands rise up tall mountain, and hands to heart center as we exhale. Other side now, hands rise up tall mountain, forward fold as we exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Let's walk our hands forward to a downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here, 3 rounds times a breath. Just gathering ourselves, stretching out those hammies. Okay, inhale, that lift right foot up, and exhale, three-legged dog, dorsiflexing that right foot back towards the knee, protecting the knee. Nice little hip opener here, that right hip, stacking it on top of the left. Exhale, slowly lower it down next to its partner. Inhale that right foot up again, coming forward, right knee to right tricep. Kick it back as you inhale, and right knee straight down the middle. Kick it back as you inhale, and then right knee to left tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale, and then right foot in between the hands, back foot flat. Train track alignment here, so warrior one. Pinky fingers facing in towards each other just a little. And then exhale, left hand forward, right hand back for a nice little squeeze on those organs, internal organs. Come back up as you inhale, then exhale. Hands behind the back, interlace. Lift that chest, shine that chest forward, holding that front lunge. Exhale, humble your warrior on the opposite side. Lifting up, releasing the tension on those shoulders. If you've been working in the sheds, working hard, you'll be tight on the shoulders, so you won't be able to lift up high. That's okay. Just feel into the stretch. Breathing in and out the nose. See if you can release and get a little bit more range as you're breathing in and out the nose. Next inhale, come back up to our warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Kick back to downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank. Lower down halfway. Tuck the toes. Up to upward facing dog, or lowering all the way down, coming up to mini cobra. Exhale back to a downward facing dog. Look between the hands, jump, step or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as you inhale, forward fold as you exhale. Hands rising up to a mountain, and then hands to heart center as we exhale. And keep hydrated, so let's all just stop and have a quick drink of beautiful water. Hope you guys have got some nice water where you're at. Beautiful. Okay, we're going well. So we mightn't do a full hour today, but we'll just have a nice flow and we'll see how it goes. And I'll announce how long we are. We'll be inside the hour anyway, so hands to heart center and just focus back in. Hands rising up to a mountain. Forward fold as we exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Drop down into your imaginary seat. Hands rise up to Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, swing those shoulders back through, the arms back through. Inhale, coming through, sitting down low. Exhale, swing it back through. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, last one. Inhale, sinking down low. Exhale, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands and flip back to downward facing dog. Left foot up as you inhale, and then left knee to left wrist as you exhale. Sink that right leg back nice and straight with the long edge of the mat. And if you want, you can grab a bolster, stick it under your left hip. It's called the floating hip because it's off the ground. And then sinking back, pulling length as you inhale, and exhale, coming down to pigeon pose on the left side, opening up that left hip. And just see how far you can come down, nice and steady. You might like to start like this, you might like to get down lower. Just with every breath, just feel into that range. The more you can get your shin in line with the short edge of the mat, the more that hip opener stretch is going to be there. I've been a shearer by trade for 25 years and my hips are tight, so that's why I started yoga, to really get more range of motion into my body and my movement, so I could shear better. And it's become a passion of mine to be able to move freely for my grandkids and for my life. So really feel into that, opening up the hips. We store our stress in our hips, so it's good to get in there and break up a bit of that stress and get it out of our body. A few more breaths here. And last exhale. Next inhale, walk the hands up. Just release that bolster out from that floating hip if you've got it there. Tuck that right foot, left foot back, come back up to downward facing dog. And just walk your dog out here, sort of centralising the hips. Look between the hands, jump, step, or flat to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. Sit down in Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, sink down low. Inhale, rising all the way up. And then hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rise up tall mountain. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands, kick back. Downward facing dog. Right foot up as you inhale. And then right knee to that right wrist as you exhale. So one side might be a little different to the other. So we're back into pigeon pose on the opposite side. So move that cushion around to that floating hip if you wish. Sink that left leg back long on the long edge of the mat. Inhale, finding space in the spine. And exhale, slowly lowering down. Dropping into pigeon pose. Beautiful hip opener on that right side. Just breathing in and out the nose with that oceanic Ujjayi breath. And just slight tension, slight engagement of the Mula and Uddiyana bandhas, pelvic floor and the ab muscles in and up under the ribs. Just at about 30%, both of those. Just hold good tension, good pressure, keeping you safe during our asanas today. A few more breaths here. Next exhale, release. Inhale, come back up onto the hands. Release that cushion if you've got it there. Kick that right foot back, tuck the toes, kick back up to downward facing dog. Just evening out the hips here. Look between the hands, jump, step or flat to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. Hands rising up tall mountain. And then hands to heart center as we exhale. Sinking our feet out to the edge of the mat. So on the slight 45, hands to heart center. Inhale, pulling length. Exhale, we're slowly squatting down to yogi squat. Elbows in between the knees, holding those hips out. This is meant to be a comfortable sitting pose, so a really good one for anyone that's in the shearing sheds to keep on a focus. Just a few of these every day. Good little hip openers. So inhale, pushing up, push the elbows out as you rise up. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center, dropping all the way through. Another two of those. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, coming back through. And holding here. Inhale, open up to cactus arms if you can. Holding those knees out wide. And come back, bringing those elbows in between the knees to support. Holding here for a few breaths. One more breath in, one last breath out. Open up the hands out wide, coming out behind and slowly lowering down onto your bum. Open up our legs out nice and wide, wide-legged, forward fold. So inhale, pulling length through the spine, the tailbone up to the crown of the head. Exhale, hands onto the mat and slowly walking forward, keeping our back nice and straight. Inhale, pulling length, and exhale, slowly lowering forward. Really feeling a nice opening on those inner thighs. Inhale, pulling length. I like to wind my hands down my legs, just holding on, just slowly going from left to right. Once again, tight hips, tight legs. I'm doing a lot of work standing, moving around, sheep, and just any manual labour, you'll get tight hips. Sitting and driving, so breathing in, pulling length through the spine, and with every exhale, dropping down a little lower. Just find your comfortable position. You might get your elbows down onto the mat. Just try not to round that back. Pulling length on those inhales. And releasing a little on those exhales. One more breath in. And last breath out. Next inhale. Slowly walk those hands back up. Hands underneath the knees. Lift them up. Bring them in nice and tight. Right hand wraps around. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, sinking around behind the hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, TP twist to your left side. So pulling length as you inhale. And exhale, nice little torso twist. Inhale, pulling length. And exhale, twist. Coming back around. And the next inhale, wrapping around that left arm around the knees. Inhale that right arm up. Feeling the difference on different sides where you might be even. Exhale. Dropping that right arm back around. Inhale. Lift and lengthen, and exhale, twisting to your right. Pulling length as you inhale, and exhale, twist. One more inhale, one last exhale. And back to center. Hands beside the body. Inhale, pulling length. And exhale, slowly lowering down, one vertebra at a time, engaging the core. Bring the knees into the chest. Chin up towards the knees. Nice little rock from left to right. Nice little massage on the back. And drop the legs down. Drop that left foot down, nice and long. Hold it just off the mat. Hands beside the head. Coming forward as you inhale. Left knee to the right, left elbow to the right knee. And exhale, swapping over to the other side. Hovering that extended leg just off the mat. Nice little core workout here. Just flowing nice and steady. So you get a beautiful range of motion. Nice. Focusing on nice range. Steady. Still gets it there. Nice core workout. Just flowing with your own breath. Dorsiflexing the extended leg out towards the knee, protecting our knee joint. Really helps us engage. Dorsiflexing that left foot, dorsiflexing back that right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees into the chest, chin up towards the knees. Nice little rock back and forth. Elevate those feet. Grab the outside edges of the feet with the hands. Just dropping back into child's pose. Gentle pressure of the knees down beside the hips. Another good hip opener. Rocking from left to right, just massaging the back on the mat. While we sit here and let gravity do the work. I like to drop the left heel in towards the buttocks, extend that right leg out, opening up, stretching out all that hamstring area, dropping back. It's called Ninja Baby. Just being like a baby. I can do this with such ease. It's trying to get that range of motion back in our adult bodies. Just breathing. Flowing with what feels right for your body. And we finish back in traditional happy baby. It's working on opening up the hips and releasing that lower back. Any tension that's there. One more inhale and last exhale. Let go of the feet, knees into the chest, chin up towards the knees, and nice little squeeze. Drop the feet down onto the mat, engaging the feet, dropping the hands down, and on our next inhale, thrusting the hips up towards the sky. Really working on the muscles right near the pelvic bone here. Lifting up to bridge. Exhale back down. Inhale, lifting up. Really feeling the muscles. Trying to loosen them off here. All the way down the front of your pelvic bone. Exhale back down. Hands on the mat. Lift. Engage. Nice straight line from your chin up towards your knee. And exhale back down. One more to do. Lift and lengthen. Holding for a couple of breaths. And exhale, release down. Knees together, lift the feet up. And we'll elevate the feet. Hands underneath the hips as a wedge. Nice diamond shape. And we'll just relax here with legs up the wall. Just rotating the ankles one way. Might get a little cracking in the body. Getting a nice range of motion on those ankles with no pressure on them at all. Just feeling into them. How do your ankles feel? Slowly going back the other way while we're reversing our blood flow, cleansing our lymphatic system, and getting rid of any stagnant chi that gets stored in our legs. Always sit here and let gravity do the work. And then just for the last few breaths, stationary and still. Just focusing the mind on the pose. Letting go of the outside world. We're nearly finished, so just stay with us. One more breath in. One last breath out. Release the hands down beside the hips. Feet back down onto the mat. Knees together, ankles together. Lift the knees up towards the chest. Elevate the feet up. Hands out wide. Holding the knees and ankles together. Exhale, holding those shoulders. Exhale to your left side, holding those shoulders on the mat and keeping the knees and feet together. Dorsiflexing both feet towards the knee. Nice little sublime twist, just a different version. Holding the knees and the ankles together will limit your range. It's a nice little stretch. Over to the right, back to center as you inhale, exhale to your left. Focusing on those shoulders staying planted onto the mat. So just go to when they start to lift and stop. Once again, one side might be a little tighter than the other. Back to center. Over to the left. Back to center. And last, over to the right. Slowly come back to center. Chin up towards the knees. Nice little rock left and right. And then release down. Let go of that Ujjayi breath. Mula and Uddiyana bandhas. Just totally relaxing. Palms facing up. Pillow under the head to keep the neck and spine in alignment if you wish. Maybe like put a little bolster underneath the knees just to take the pressure off the lower back. It's a really good one if you're a little bit tight on the lower back. Sinking on the knees and just letting go. The last couple of minutes in Savasana. Just have a feeling of the earth holding on to you. You're fully supported on the mat. Supported by Mother Earth. Just relax and allow yourself to be held. Relaxing every muscle in your body. Just flowing through one at a time. Letting go of your hands. Relaxing both of your forearms. Relaxing your elbows. Letting go of any tension on your triceps and your biceps. Letting those shoulders drop onto the mat. Allowing your chest to be heavy. Your abdomen. Your hips. Your thighs. Your knees. tension go out of your legs, out of your calves, allowing your feet to relax and just lay wherever they lay. Just a feeling of letting go. Any thoughts that come into mind, allow them to pass through. Just acknowledge them and allow them to pass through. Just gently breathing in and out the nose. Let yourself go into a meditative state. Just focusing on inner healing. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. You might get a little crick cracking, a bit of air popping in the joints. Just awakening the body. Lift the arms up overhead, clasping them together. Nestle the head between the arms. And exhale, next exhale across to the left side, a nice banana bend to the left. Come back as you inhale to centre, and then exhale across to your right side. Stretching out that whole left side of the body. Come back to centre, knees into the chest, and move the prop. Chin up towards the knees, and then we'll just hands under the knees, rock once, back again, up again, let it come back, let it come all the way up, just to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Maybe sitting on your cushion, cross-legged, hands to heart centre. Two thumbs to the third eye centre for clarity of mind. Thumbs to the mouth for positive speech and internal dialogue. And hands to heart centre. Much health, much wealth to you. And together we say, Namaste. Thanks very much, guys. Hope that class was okay for you as it was for me. My first class, coming back for around about 5 weeks off, just doing my own practice. So I'm glad to be back, and I hope to have you guys following along. So let me know if you like the class and what you'd like to see, and let's have some good yoga sessions in 2025. Right? Thank you very much, guys. See you on the next one.